Hi, how are you? I'm sorry for the disheveled appearance and the weird lighting. I feel like sitting in front of a campfire or something. So I apologize for that, but I have been struggling to turn on the camera and share what I've been going through. And so the fact that I'm here and I've turned the camera on is already a big ask for me. So I don't know if I can do any better than this right now. Um, I had some morning, commitments today, and got home in the afternoon and just ate something. That was the first thing I ate, and just went straight to bed, watching dog videos. Just watching dogs play and things on YouTube, and just trying to fall asleep. My sleep schedule has been quite erratic, ever since Azora passed away. But I am getting some very good quality sleep most of the time, so I am grateful for that. It has been difficult. I feel like it's been several months now since I last spoke to the camera and spoke to all of you. And, I felt bad, but I just really struggled to even talk about things, or even just get out of bed and do things. I do go to work every day, except for Sundays, and I've been going to work almost the whole time, like I'd say 95% of the time I do go to work. I think it really was a struggle for me around Azora's birthday, which was in the middle of August. And so ever since then, it's been difficult. Wow, September, October, maybe it's been 2 months now. I feel like I am kind of slipping away in a bit. You would think you would get better, right? But this whole grieving process is very up and down. And so I felt like I was getting better. The beginning was really rough for months, and then I felt like I was getting better, and then all of a sudden it just, I don't know, it just kind of changed for me, and I just really was struggling to even do anything, so for example, last, I don't know, 3 weeks, I haven't been feeling so well, like just physically. I don't think it's anything serious yet, but just really not feeling well, having a lot of aches. And the grieving symptoms are like the nausea, the stomach aches, overeating. My eating habits have been really bad. I go through different swings, like I wasn't really eating much, and then I was eating way too much, and it's just really affecting that. And also the quality of the food, because I'm not really motivated to, take care of myself. I'm not exercising. I do try to go outside and walk around, but it just comes and goes. There are some days that I feel like I can, and then other days, for many days, I feel like I can't, because I'm just not motivated. For me, the motivation is really difficult. It's challenging. And for a long time, like, I just cried a little bit here and there, and then only recently I start just bawling, just like the first few weeks. I'm just bawling. So it's interesting, the grief. It's always there, but it's kind of, it feels like you're drowning in it. Then it feels like you're slightly above it and getting a bit of air, but it's still there. And then some days it's like really bad. Some days it's manageable. That's just my experience. And so I just wanted to let you know how things are going. My whole intention for this channel was to share my process. And oh yeah, I see my brain again. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I have a hard time with certain brain functions. I do feel like I had some slight brain damage. I don't know what else to call it. I do expect it to heal. I hope it will heal. But it's been definitely my like focus and thinking and memory. My processing capacity has definitely been impacted. But my whole point was, I was trying to say, like, motivation wise, last 2-3 weeks, I had to, for example, do a tax extension because Azora passed away just right around the time where I usually get my taxes prepared with my CPA. And so I just couldn't deal with it, and for many reasons. And so when the time came, I just, called the office and I let them know. And anyway, barely managed to get that sorted out. And I've never done an extension before, but so now, October 15th was approaching, and I actually got my, taxes, all my, my personal notes that I send off to the CPA every year. I actually got that done. I was very proud of myself because that is a huge achievement when it comes to my motivation level right now. For example, I'm usually super organized. I'm super clean. I'm super on top of everything. I work really, really hard. So for somebody like me to kind of be like, I don't know, reduced to this state, it's kind of a big deal. I hope it makes sense. And so just getting that one thing done was like a huge accomplishment for me. I was very proud that I got that done. And it also brings back memories, so going through one whole year of earnings and spendings and all that. And I'm self-employed, so there's a lot to kind of I guess like sift through, you know what I mean? So the other thing was getting my hair cut. I finally got my hair cut in after a year and a half. I found out it's been a year and a half. It's crazy. Time flies when you're just overwhelmed, you're emotionally challenged, and then time just flies. What else? Getting an oil change. That was a really big deal. Every time I get my oil changed, I had to take Azora's car seat out because I don't want, I might need it, or I don't want them tampering with it. I had to take her stroller out, so it's always been a big deal. The morning ride, the night or the morning ride, when I get my, car maintained or serviced, I had to take the whole thing out and then bring it up to my floor, you know what I mean? And then put them all back. And then I usually do like a thorough cleaning and everything. I have this routine that I used to do, and I was just dreading it so much. It was really rough. It was tough. So those I feel like were huge achievements in the last 2-3 weeks. I think there was one more thing too, but I hope that makes sense. I don't know if any of you have gone through that before. Like I'll wake up and I'll feel like doing absolutely nothing. But, then I push myself, I get up, make a coffee, you know what I mean? Like maybe I'll eat something like, wash an apple and cut it. Then I'll maybe, sit in front of my laptop and do a couple of, business related things. And then I'll start to feel like, I kind of feel like doing this, or I kind of feel like doing that. It's like a simple thing like going for a walk or doing the dishes or doing a load of laundry. And when that whim comes, you have to grab it. That's been what I've been experiencing. That otherwise, when you're really unmotivated to do anything, it's very difficult to do anything. And, I can literally just lay down in bed for hours and hours and just watch dog videos and go to bed. And just, lay there and eat something and then, go to bed. So mostly I've been just resting a lot. I've been sleeping as much as I can, resting, eating. And when it's time to go to work, I start, preparing myself. And so I do go to work. I have canceled a few times because I felt unwell. Either physically I started feeling sick. I have a lot more stomach aches. I have more headaches. I feel nausea, and I know from other people sharing their experiences that that nausea is pretty common, especially because I'm not like moving, you know, I'm just like laying down in bed. So, so I think my body is not really used to it. I used to be quite active. There was a period where I was playing, you know, 8 hours of tennis per week, and in addition to all the other crazy stuff I was doing. And so I think my body's not used to just the stillness, you know, and I'm sure this is not good for my health, but right now I'm grateful that I'm even functioning, you know, as much as I am, because if I had it my way, I would just do absolutely nothing, you know. But I do feel like, because my health is suffering, when I want to lay in bed for a long time, I do end up just getting up and at least, you know, washing a couple dishes, or at least sitting at my, you know, table and, you know, working on something with my hands, or I might do a little bit of cleaning, you know what I mean? Just a tiny bit of like clean the bathroom, or clean the countertop in the kitchen, or put away something, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm just trying to do. I do have other things that I do here and there, but mostly my schedule consists of just lots of sleep. I wake up during the night. Sometimes I can't sleep, so I'll just, you know, come out here and do something. But most of the time I just feel like by the time I've rested as much as I can finally feel motivated to go to work, you know. So luckily, I don't have too much going on right now. I've really cut down my commitments, and because I don't have Azora, I have so much more free time. Like, it's incredible what the difference is when you have a dog and you don't have a dog. I have so much free time, and you know, I've worked hard all my life, and there were very, very rare periods in my life, like not even lasting 1 year or even 6 months, where I actually had this sort of schedule where I'm resting. So, you know, I really don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm just letting myself rest a lot. But the problem is that I'm not moving, I'm not exercising, and I'm not eating healthy. I'm eating a lot of junk, like garbage, basically, you know, fast food, or, you know, even I'm really, I used to be pretty healthy. So even like, you know, medium kind of healthy food is like not good enough for me. Like I do sense the difference, because my body's used to, you know, be eating like whole foods, freshly made foods at home, you know, so I'm used to that. So I do feel the effects of eating like a typical American, I guess, which I really don't think is healthy at all. I avoid it at all costs. But like I said, again, I'm just trying to function right now. So definitely something that, you know, hopefully I'm expecting these things to just be a phase. So yeah, and also another big change is that, like, a lot of the things that I used to do before, I just feel like I'm not really interested in doing them so much. Like, I thought about going to print off more photo of Azura, or like creating another memory book of her, but I'm just not motivated. I think in the past I was a little more wanting, you know what I mean, to do it, because, and also go to our favorite places once in a while when I felt, you know, strong enough to face it, because I think I was looking for her. I was trying not to make this a sad video, but I think I was looking for her. Like, if I went to that place, like, she would come back to me. It's totally irrational, and I wasn't thinking it, you know what I mean? It's only like this like this tiny little lingering hope in the back of my mind. It's weird, but like, it's like I know she's not coming back to me, but somehow, you know, by printing the videos and printing the photos, watching her old videos, going to a couple of places, I felt like maybe she might come back to me somehow, because I missed her so much. And I don't know, I think my grief is shifting a tiny bit, and I think that's why these last couple months have been very challenging, because I think it's definitely shifting very slowly. My grief is slightly morphing. It's definitely been through a couple stages already. I know things have changed little by little. And so I don't desire to do these things anymore, but I'm sure it will come back again. Like later, I'm sure I'll probably want to, print more pictures, buy more frames, and, and eventually I do need to create a tribute video. It's something that I pictured myself doing from day one, but I just wasn't ready to do it. So I definitely need to still create that tribute video. I don't know when I'll be ready to do it, because people might think it's ridiculous. It's been 7 to 8 months now. It's going on almost 8 months, and I still haven't like done that as far as like closure goes. I still haven't reached any closure. This light is getting brighter and brighter as I talk. I'm sorry. Weird lighting. So anyway, I do feel bad because I think some of my viewers have come to this channel because of the videos I've posted about Azora, and I don't want you all to be, shocked or saddened that she's already gone, and maybe you guys think I'm weird that I'm posting her videos after she's passed away. So I hope everybody realizes that this is a channel about Azora, that she's already passed away. So I just want to share how beautiful she was. I don't think that she and I met hundreds and hundreds of people. I know she already had her own little ministry, and I talked to hundreds and hundreds of people because of her. People approached us all the time, but they were like one-time meetings and everything. And so I do feel a little sad that she didn't have as big of a legacy, you know what I mean, as a like around the community. She definitely had friends. We had friends, but not that much. I feel like most of the time we were just, out exploring, you know what I mean? So so I do feel better, when I know people are watching her videos, that people can see how beautiful she was, and hopefully she can, bring a smile to you. I hope it doesn't make you guys sad that she's already passed away, but it's just like a small contribution to show you how beautiful dogs are. Their nature is just so beautiful, and Azora was definitely one of them. She converted non-animal people into animal lovers. That's how powerful the way she was, that's how contagious her, I don't know, her excitement, her zest for life, her love, her affection. That's how she was. And she just always brought smiles to people's faces. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here, and I do have plans to make other videos, so I might go ahead and also record another one now, talking about like what I learned from Azora. There's so many things I had planned, but I just felt paralyzed. That's the best way I can describe it. The first several weeks and months, I felt like a zombie. I was just, going through the motions of life, and every chance I was by myself, I was just bawling, and then I would pick myself up, and then I would go and meet people, mostly work, meeting my students. And so I was just like a zombie floating through life. And now I kind of just feel paralyzed. I feel like I'm kind of slipping away, into this like sanctuary that I call my home. And I'm guessing it's a stage, I'm guessing that I will again re-enter society. It sounds so dramatic. I still am in society. I go out every single day. I meet many people every day. I have groups, that I see, like groups of people, organizations and things that I go out and see. And when I see them, I appear normal. Never have I realized how like easy it is to just literally cry and laugh at the same time. Like you feel at the same exact moment an immense pain and joy at the same time, because the pain I feel of missing my Azora is so strong and vivid, and yet I can still be present with people because I really care about the people I see, you know, I truly do. So when I'm with them, I'm laughing, I'm talking, I'm joking, you know what I mean? I'm just being myself, and it's totally genuine. I'm not faking it. I'm not, you know, making an effort. The time I really have to make an effort is when I need to get myself out the door. So sometimes getting out of bed is hard, getting dressed, you know what I mean? Like being motivated to, you know, even like I haven't put makeup on at all, you know, so like even that I just don't. So that type of motivation, I do have to push myself. My heart's not in it, but when I'm with people, I'm totally, you know, there. But at the same time, the pain is also 100% there. They're two very, very opposite emotions, and they're both 100% there. I literally cry like crazy and then laugh right after. It's never been like this before. I don't know if you guys know what that's like. So it's a bunch of rambling, but I just wanted to give you an update, and I'm sure I'm forgetting tons of things. So hopefully after this, I'll have a few more videos where I can, in a more organized fashion, explain, you know, a little more what I've been going through. I really do want to document this process. Anyway, so if you find yourself, you know, in the same boat as me or similar boat, I hope you're well. You know, I hope you keep putting one foot forward in front of the other, and just know that you're not alone, because I'm finding it very, very challenging. But I am grateful. I could be in a much worse place than I am, so I am very, very grateful. You know, for having a roof over my head, for having friends, for having my health, even though my health is declining a tiny bit. I still have my health. I can still take care of myself. I can still go to work. I can still walk. You know, there's so many things that we can, be grateful for. So, anyway, I am trying to, you know, keep myself going, and when the times are rough. So I hope you find the strength to do the same. Okay, talk to you again soon.